was the man who touched me. Did it by force.
That is total bull.
Counselor, control your
She used to strip for me in front of her window. Right, sit down.
Please disregard these outbursts as they are not part of the evidence for you to consider.
With all due respect, Your Honor, we would like the record to reflect that the defense
It's an
strenuously
afternoon
objects
probably
to
best
the
suited for
introduction of
skating
these
in Central Park, but
It is
we're across the river and we are in for
highly
a cold one at
prejudicial.
MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the New York Jets.
I saw a man raping a young girl.
Objection as to the characterization of what she saw. How does she know that what she saw was rape?
I know rape.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
I'm sorry.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end
Without
zone.
drawing conclusions,
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as
I
he's
saw
dropped
a
to the
man
17.
wearing a black mask on top of a girl. He held his hand over her mouth and a knife to her throat. She was crying. And what, if anything, did you do? I pulled him off of her. That is when I saw that his penis was out of his pants. The girl's shorts were down. She jumped up and ran out the door.
First carry here for
What happened
Robinson.
next? He
And
tried
he'll
to
take
cut me
this
with
one
a
up
knife,
to
so I
about the
punched him in the
23.
face.
The
Then I
game's
grabbed his
first
mask
play
off.
produces 6
I've seen him
yards,
many
brings
times
up
before
second
in the
down.
elevator.
This
Is that
defense
man
for the
here in this
Jets,
courtroom
they played
today?
really well in that win last week against Miami.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
I've seen many women raped. I know this. I know that. That's dead. Look in the eyes.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
No, Your Honor.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
I don't know.
Isn't it a fact that last week you were in Munchies Center?
On first and 10, it's Robinson. And he's going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping it from
He
the
was a
loss.
forced marriage. He and all his friends.
Now you see rape everywhere. No further questions.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Monsieur, why did you come into this country? To escape the epidemic of sexual violence taking place in the Democratic Republic of Congo.
Quick pass out to
The
Miller.
men who raped me
So they'll
were
get
fighting
nothing
for
on
control
that
of the
play.
minds
And
of
that'll
the
bring up a
Steve,
3rd and 11
Tungsten, and
situation.
Tungsten.
You talk
The
about this
conflict
Jets
was so
defense.
desperately
And this unit
needed
very
to
tough to
cell
throw
phones
against.
and
Currently
computers.
2nd best in the NFL.
This is such a good unit
He
of
called
coming
her
passes
character in person
downfield.
and
I think that last
insinuations
play is
of
typical of what we
terrorist
might see.
organization.
A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Here's
The
Ritter.
women in my village were raped.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
And so many
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away.
They put their guns.
Only
in
2
my
punts
six.
for him last week in the loss as he gets
And
this
one
one
of them
away.
pulled the trigger.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounces into the end zone for a touchback.
It's left me incontinent. So yes, I have seen rape everywhere. Nothing further?
Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at the 20.
Mr. Verdict? We have, Your Honor. On the count of tampering with a witness in the 3rd degree, how do you find?
They'll start on the
Not
ground.
guilty.
Hall.
Count
He's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
I can't believe I helped put Olivia in jail.
Hall again.
I know what it was possible.
He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Sexual slavery and forced marriage is a crime against humanity in Sierra Leone.
Next up, the Congo.
Speaking of which, you never have to worry about being sent back there again.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
What is that?
It's a visa that will allow you permanent residence.
Out to the right here to Wilson. Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
It's now I realize I need to go back to my country to do what I can to help the women there. They must stop suffering in silence if things are to ever change permanently.
You realize that you would be risking your life. Does Alex know about
On
this?
4th down, here's the veteran Thomas Morstead to punt for the Jets. Scott Miller deep for Atlanta. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air.
What sacrifice?
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
I'm putting my papers. I'm taking a leave of absence.
Oh, you're abandoning us again.
I'm taking a job at the International Criminal Court. I'm joining a newly formed task force. I'm going to be prosecuting crimes of sexual violence in areas.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try to force something that can put your team in some jeopardy?
Second and 10. Ritter. And he comes back with one complete. 9 yards, not quite enough. They'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That spin class was brutal. I bet. Can I get music? It's something we all like, something we can dance to. What should be expired for custard? Lyric and vision. Let me shift something stronger. Noted. That's a really tight spot.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Lyric and vision. Built around you. All of you. Get 1.9% APR.
Robinson trying to pick it up. And he's going to
eligible consumers get up to 1750. See your body.
So a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
And here's Bradley Pinion now.
Detectives who investigate these vicious felonies are members of our squad known as the Special Victims Unit. These are their stories. Come on.
And this will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line.
You're doing just fine.
I'll take over the next time.
And a kid's got to learn before you retire, Tony.
Well, that's weird.
So Raleigh's not here.
And she's running late. No. She's always on time.
You mind checking on it? It's Raleigh? Hello?
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
41.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
In various stages of healing. Unfortunately, I've seen this before in chair-bound victims.
Here's a quick throw out to Wilson.
That's not where he is.
And he'll get this one way out just shy of the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. If you're these receivers, you've got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy, either in the off-season, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows, get the ball to him right away.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. This pass out wide the hole. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 2 jump plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so was this one.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here. It's picked up yardage.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. On 1st and 10, it's home. Yeah, a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 40 to the 28-yard line. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Wow, so I'm eligible for
Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation.
5G home internet from Metro for $20?
Yes, with no exploding bills. There's nada yada yada. We got 5G home internet. No way, so I can game on it?
Oh!
Nice try. Lock it, 5G home internet from Metro.
Hey man, check your phone, man. Check your phone. Check your phone.
Give us some chips and something. Constant Contact delivers the marketing tools your small business needs to keep up, excel, and grow. Constant Contact, helping the small stand tall.
Price of all Toyotas makes car buying easy.
With plain and simple pricing at Price of All Toyota.
Our best offer to buy your vehicle in just 15 minutes.
Plus our great selection of new, used, and certified pre-owned Toyotas.
That's Price of all Toyota. Darling.
New Quaker Fruit Fusion with real fruit pieces. A bold start to a bold morning. Quaker, getting up to some good since 1877. Detective Benson, Department Detective Stabler.
Taking words. What happened to my aunt? Do you hope you can tell us? She usually left alone with her? Never. My mom or one of the home care nurses was supposed to be with her. I think it was last night.
But not last night?
No, I was studying at the Hudson Library. Did you know the name? I don't know. I called her like 10 times. I tell her we can find it for you. What you Jana's problem.
You need to ask your aunt a few questions. She responded all?
Break your name. One break means yes, 2 no? Yeah.
I know this is hard. I was telling you, get being like you.
Oh, that's what she wanted?
No, I was just being nice to her.
Oh.
You know?
I think, yeah. She was with her partner.
No.
Miss Raleigh, we also know that someone's been beating you. Is it the same person who raped you? Okay, now that you're afraid, we're going to find out who did this to you so we can never hurt you again.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
How about fluids or anything on the diet?
No, just degraded bloodstains on the...
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5.
Do you know that how?
Oh, these kids are brutal.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 2 straight runs of 5 yards. 1st and 10. The Jets at 10-1 now on the year. And they come in on the heels of yet another victory. That ran their win streak, Charles, up to 7 now.
And I think that last win, that established them and stamped them, to me, as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with extreme confidence, and you need that in order to go all the way.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Sorry about that, but I couldn't find you. This is bad news. You do the same face to face. Your sister.
Throw right side, Wilson.
She's great.
That's on the guard, Laken Tomlinson. Now Rodgers going to shift him around. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Caught by Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. So the completion good for 6 yards. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Now we're behind his man, incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game. For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
In search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Ritter throwing on third down. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
And taken right on the 30. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Jets will take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They'll toss it out right here to Hall. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That play doomed from the start thanks to the defensive effort of Grady Jarrett.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. To throw is Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. It will be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. They'll go again with Hall. And he'll go down at the 28. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
On first down, Rodgers. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Falcons are going to get it back here just past the 35.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Let's go. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with a slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Off the play fake, it's Ritter. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Going play action. Ritter. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt. It looked like they were trying to get him outside there, but this defense had different plans.
Yeah, they really had an outside-in kind of a pass rush. It's almost like when you're covering a punt. You can't let him get to the outside and get to the sideline. You force him to stay in the middle of the field, and they did exactly that and made the play.
In motion, the tight end. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking there for picks, but intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
This one to the former Robbie Anderson, now Robbie Chosen. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked.
Touchdown! Tyler Conklin as the first half is winding down. And the Jets will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and now to give us momentum going into the 2nd half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Ritter with it after the play fake. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Ritter will set up to throw it. Going up top. It's tipped, but it doesn't matter. He still catches it. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. 10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
At their own 11-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Mike Hughes came crashing in that time, got the sack. Well, their first sack of the game, and it doesn't come from a usual suspect, not somebody up front, but, Charles, a defensive back getting in there.
And I can tell you from experience, he's beyond excited to make that play because you're exactly right. Is it normal to call his number to run at the quarterback like that? Usually you're defending the pass, but he takes full advantage and dumps him to the turf. When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
On 3rd down, here's Hull. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it will be Falcon football. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 43 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On 1st down, Ritter. This ball down the field for Pitts. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 51 yards. field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. Here's a 2nd and 8. On play action, here's Ritter. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll take over deep in their own end after the fumble recovery as they start 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On play action, now Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down in the end zone. It's a safety. So maybe the defense will have to kickstart the offense here. The first points of the game comes from that defensive unit.
Yeah, sometimes you get together and you say, hey, maybe it's on us today. We have to go out and force the issue and make a play and get everyone else going.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Back to throw, Ritter. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
They'll get this out wide to Boyd. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Ritter to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. This is taken at the 23. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Remember, they had the safety go against them the last time they had it. Fortunately, their defense just forced the punt, so they'll try again as they start 1st and 10.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Throwing for the out route, he finds Wilson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Straight ahead is Hall. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Rodgers to throw on second down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Rodgers now to throw. And he is caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Slot man moves right. Back to the ground with Hall. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
On 1st down, right back to Hall. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. 3 quarters have come and gone. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run with Hall, and he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's...
And this time he is in. His 12th rushing touchdown, his 16th overall. And the Jets add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Zerline good with a PAT, and the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Chop that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
The Falcons on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8. Ritter off the play fake. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Ashton Davis. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Paul on a give up the middle. To about the 26 here.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Outright caught by Chosen. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Given 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Jets extend this 4th quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Ritter's throw into the hands of Pitts here. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Falcons.
Ritter on 1st and 10. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play. Second and 10. Ritter. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Ritter throwing on 3rd down. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
And there, even if you've got to take something off that throw so that he slows down to catch it, that's far more preferable than what happened there. A big miss on what should have been a touchdown.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Handoff running left. Here's Hall. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So from just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9.
Over here.
A toss left side for Hall. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Now they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Here's Hall again. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
A 59-yard attempt.
Zerline's kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now Ritter to throw on first down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw once more. Here's Ritter. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Black shot. Hey, blue.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he doesn't quite make it. Taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So for the Jets, they continue to keep pace for that first round bye as they